Hello friends! Today we're doing another studio vlog. I have a very big list of things to accomplish today, so we're going to get started on that. The first thing that I need to do is actually some YouTube editing, so I'm going to do that first. And then I made these rainbow bookends that I cut the pieces for yesterday. So I'll give you an idea. Oops, hold it the right way. This is just to give you a very basic idea. This isn't even exactly right. They're gonna kind of look like this. So I cut the pieces yesterday, but I still need to stain them and put them together. So that is gonna happen today, as well as some editing and hopefully some more glasswork. I also have some mom errands to run today. I desperately need to go to the grocery store. For some reason, those kids want to eat every single day. I don't know. Anyway, so I have to go to the grocery store. I need to go drop off my recycling because it's been in my car for 3 days. The bins were full when I went to drop it off the other day, so it's still in the back of my car. So I need to drop off recycling, run to the grocery store. I also need to stop by the shop in Beach Grove that I have items in and see if I have a check to pick up and if I need to do any restocking. And I probably need to go to the bank. Yeah, I have, so maybe it's not a studio vlog, maybe it's a life vlog. Maybe it's a day in the life. We're just gonna see how that plays out because I don't really know yet. Yeah, so let's get to work. Okay, so while that YouTube video is rendering, I am going to stain my wood pieces for the those bookends that I'm making. This is just butcher block. I don't know if stain is really the right word. I feel like it's more like just a protectant. I really like the natural wood color against the colorful rainbow, so I want to keep that natural wood color. So I don't want it on this hand, I want it on this hand. So I'm going to use this butcher block stain. We're going to call it a stain because I don't know what else you would call it. Protectant, sealant, whatever. And that's what I'm going to use on these. And I'm just going to wipe it on with a rag because that seems to be like the best way to handle it. Okay, so I'm totally opening this with a screwdriver, which is obviously not the ideal way to do it. I want this fat one though. This has got the fattest little nub on it. Obviously a paint can opener is better, but I don't know where mine is. So this is what we're using. And it works. Totally gets the job done. And I've just got a piece of fabric rag. I'm just gonna dip it in my sealant. We're gonna call it a sealant because I think that's really probably what it is. And we're gonna just wipe it on. I'll probably do 2 coats. It's gonna need some time to dry in between. So get a coat started. Maybe by the end of the day I can actually put these little guys together. We'll see. My dog is so wound up today. She just will not stop barking. I don't know what she's so wound up about. She is wound up today. Bristol, you need to calm down, pup. She wants to go play in the yard. The problem is she's figured out that she is a big bouncy girl and she can jump our chain link fence. And she wants to stay in the yard. And I real tired of chasing her down all over the neighborhood. So she doesn't get to spend hours and hours outside anymore like she used to, because she won't stay where she belongs. Because she's kind of a bad girl. So, you know, this is just how life is sometimes. I'm sorry if her barking. Oh gosh, she has the shrillest bark. That's her obnoxious bark. Like, she could sound like a big, scary, mean, big dog. But when she wants something, and she wants to annoy you until she gets it, because she knows she's annoying you until she gets it, she has the shrillest I'm gonna annoy you bark of any dog I have ever met in my life. She's standing here looking at me right now. You can't see her, she's down on the floor next to you, next to the camera. Get at least one edge. Okay, we're gonna let that dry. Okay, back from running errands. Got my groceries, which matters because, you know, feeding kids, whatever. It's a whole thing. Sorry. Anyway, this side is dry of my pieces of wood for my bookends. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. I have a new fresh little cloth here. So let's get that done. And then we'll move on with a different project. I only have about an hour before the kids get home from school, so I need to get some work done. Okay, so we are running a couple of errands. I had some lunch. I didn't show that to you because why? You don't want to watch me eat lunch. That's so weird. It's weird to me that people show that. First of all, I don't eat a ridiculously healthy lunch every day. I just don't. Today I had leftover spaghetti and a piece of garlic bread. It's not like unhealthy, but it wasn't healthy either. And yeah, I'm not gonna pretend like I'm that girl because I'm not. I eat what sounds good, or sometimes I just eat whatever's left over in the fridge from the day before or whatever, because that's what makes sense, right? Anyway, I had some lunch. Now we are on our way to drop off my recycling. And then I'm going to swing by the shop in Beech Grove. And then I've got to hit the grocery store. And I probably need to go to the bank, but I don't know if I'm going to get that done today. I still have some filming that I want to get done before the kids get home from school. And I probably can't go to the bank and get that done. Because it's like, oh, it's only 1 o'clock. It's right at 1 o'clock. By the time I get back, I should be able to turn those pieces over and seal the other side. And then maybe by this evening they'll be dry and I can put them together. That'd be nice. I'd like to get those put together and like see what they actually look like. I'm kind of excited about it, honestly. So yeah, that's a thing. So yeah, we're just running some errands. I'm sorry if the sound is weird. Like, it's hot today. I have my AC cranked up because it's over 80 degrees today in Indiana, which is unusual for April. I'm so proud of myself because over the weekend I have 2 raised garden beds that I have only kind of half-ass gardened in the last couple of summers. So about a week ago, over the weekend, so not even a week ago, I laid black plastic inside both of the beds in the attempt, this is an attempt at a lazy gardening technique. The hope is that the black plastic will intensify the heat from the sun enough that it will kill off the majority of the weed seeds and grass seeds that have grown in my beds the last couple of summers. It'll probably be Memorial Day weekend before I actually plant those beds. So that's going to give that about a month and a half for that black plastic to get really, really hot during the day and hopefully just kill all the weeds that are in there. And I'll just be able to like loosen the soil and plant by the end of May. So we'll see what happens. I don't know if it's going to work. In theory, it should. But what works in theory and what works in real life are not the same thing. So we'll just see what happens. But if I think about it at all, I'll take you out and let you see it when I get home. But I don't know that I'll remember to, to be honest. So anyway, just heading to the recycling place. Traffic is bad today. And yeah, I'll pick you back up later. All right, here we are at the little shop in Beech Grove. Hey friends, it's been a couple of days since I've checked in with you. I've had a lot going on. I had a tree fall down in my yard, and so outside of my working hours, I've spent time cutting that up with the chainsaw. It's not done. I probably have 2 more days worth of work to do on that stupid tree. I also have to fix my fence again because the tree fell on the fence. I tell you what, life, right? Sometimes it's really in the way. Apologize for my hair. It's just up out of my face for the moment. So I am teaching a stained glass. It's Friday. Tomorrow I'm teaching a stained glass class, and I need to get, sorry, I'm moving things. I need to get all of my stuff for that class packed up because I haven't done it yet. So first, I have some Mother's Day greeting cards sitting here on my desk that I'm going to package up. And then I'm going to dig out my class stuff from behind me here and get that all packed up and ready to go for tomorrow. So let's get to work. These are pre-scored on the fold line, just in case you're wondering. I scored them before I cut them. So that they would fold nice and beautifully. Envelope sitting here. May as well use it. They are a snug fit in these sleeves. Mother's Day cards made up. All right, now we're gonna clean this counter off a little bit so that I have space to pack up for my class tomorrow right here on the counter, because that's the most ideal place to do it. So let's get to work. Oh, by the way, look at these adorable bookends. Didn't they turn out great? You could use just one, or you could buy both of them and put them together. One on each end. How cool! I think they turned out gorgeous. Need that. Those are going to get packed. All right, that's probably enough space. To make my patterns, copying my patterns still. Let's see. Probably need more solder. should be it for tools that go in here, other than my pattern, which I'm going to go make right now. Okay, so this is my hand-drawn pattern. The others are printing currently. This is the example piece that I made. I actually sized the pattern up just a little from the example piece because I thought it would be better to have just a slightly bigger pattern. It would be easier for my people to actually make. So the rest of those are printing. They'll be done in a few minutes. So I'm going to set this off to the side and we'll get out the next thing we need. So this is the box with all the soldering irons, the grinders. I need to get my soldering iron. I need that. Whoop, excuse me, Flux. My soldering iron stand. It's a cleaner. Trying to think what else I need. I do think this is everything, actually, other than glass, obviously. Obviously, I need glass. I'm gonna fill up. This is rubbing alcohol. It's what I use to clean the flux off of my solder after I'm done soldering. I prefer not to use water on my projects. You can put them in the sink and scrub them, but I prefer not to do that because sometimes that water then gets underneath your foil. It just makes you more prone to have issues. So I prefer rubbing alcohol because it dries super fast and it doesn't tend to. I haven't had any issues with it messing with my solder. You can buy fancy solder cleaners also. I've just never felt that that was necessary, so I never have. Alright, I think glass is it. So I gotta get a couple containers together so we can pack up a bunch of glass. Especially a lot of green, because we'll need a lot of green for the base, the flower piece. Green over here. Red. Yes, I usually just do my scraps first, because it just makes sense to. There's a bit purple. Purple. Alright, I think this one's about full. Oh, this is the one with a hole in it. I'm gonna have to get some duct tape. Tape this little guy up. Alright, my last item of the day is to go actually fix my hair and look like a human, because I have massage clients this afternoon. So the rest of my day is going to be spent massaging. I think I have 4 clients this afternoon. So yeah, that's my life. But luckily, this is all packed up for tomorrow morning. All I have to do is load it into the car in the morning before I head down to teach my class. So I will do my best to remember to take my camera and get some footage of the class, because it's ridiculous that I never bothered to. So yeah, I'm going to try really hard to do that tomorrow. Otherwise, I think that's about it. So I will talk to you guys later. Hopefully you'll see tomorrow in this vlog as well. Hopefully. Sometimes I forget. Anyway, I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day. Hey guys, excuse me, I filmed setting up for my stained glass class, but I didn't film any of the class itself because it just got a little chaotic, and honestly I completely forgot. I just completely spaced that I should film because it was busy and chaotic, and I had 7 students. Whew, that's a big bump. 7 students, and yeah, it was just kind of chaotic. It's always interesting because people have, you know, varying levels of skill, and some people are much better at catching the hang of things. I have glass in my arm. I leaned on the table to show somebody how to do something, and I got glass in my arm. You know, people have varying skill levels. Some people are a lot better at like catching on to how things work than others, and so some people really struggle with different parts of the process. Cutting glass is usually like the hardest part for most people. Getting the glass to break where they want, and some of it is lack of paying attention to what your specific instructions are, and some of it is just an acquired skill, right? Like glass is a medium most people have never worked with, and you just kind of get the feel for how to score it, and that takes time. What most people are not expert glass cutters at the first time they do it. It's just not fast. So we actually ran almost an hour over today, which is not ideal, but it is what it is. I just had a lot of people that were a little slower at this class than some of the other classes, and that's fine, but it was just a little chaotic. Whew. I am exhausted. I am starving because the class started at 11:30, so I didn't eat lunch beforehand. I did have breakfast on the way there, but I haven't had lunch yet, and it is 10 till 3. Class started at 11:30. We were done by about 2:15, but then I still had to clean up and load the car and, you know, do all the things. So, yeah, I am tired. I'm also hot. I'm so hot. There is a gem and mineral show in town this weekend as well, and I promised Kimberly we would go when I got home today. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing next. I'm gonna go home and pick up my kid, and we're gonna go to a gem show. So, yeah, we won't have but a couple hours to look because I think it closes at 6. But yeah, it is what it is. So that's what we're doing for the rest of the day. I'm not filming that because I don't want to. I do use a lot of crystals and gemstones in my pieces. Well, not a lot, but I use some. I use some crystals and gemstones in my pieces. Agate slabs get used. Sometimes crystal clusters. So I'll be looking to pick up some crystals and some agates for future pieces. But that's about it. Otherwise, it's just a for fun kind of trip. So yeah, I'm gonna spend the rest of the day with my little girl, who's not so little anymore, and Bradley might go with us. I don't know. We'll see. I kind of doubt it, though. He usually is not interested in going to a gem show. He would much rather stay home and do other things, which is also fine. There are plenty of things that he and I go do together that Kimberly does not go do with us. So it's a balance. There's a fire truck passing me. All right, well, I will see you again soon.